Okay, I'm Cleveland playing Chicago. Just throwing a little tutorial video here. Since this is technically the Super Bowl of the game, the championship game, the Bears will be pretty amped up on offense and defense, so it'll be a good challenge. Okay, so here what I want to do is illustrate pass two. This is your go-to pass play. The tight end, as you see, he does an out route, goes out, hangs a right, parks by the sideline. So I'm going to call nothing but pass two this drive. Well, couldn't throw to him because he was covered, so had to go elsewhere. We'll try it again. And they picked my play. So, there we go. Tight end ran his out route. The computer defender, the dropped into coverage, he eventually left him. So it was just an easy pitch and catch. Oops, got sacked there. Didn't see that stupid top outside linebacker decided to blitz on me. Woo! Just got out of a sack there. But that was a good illustration there, man. I got out of pressure and almost got sacked, but it's the easiest pass to complete in the world. Now there, immediately read that the tight end and the bottom receiver were covered, so I just went up top. And there we go for the big gain. Also, it's key to know the pass cycle or the order, so I knew when I went down to that tight end as my key or my primary guy. You just know that it's one more click to the deep guy. So that's, yeah. Wait till the last second, throw it in there. They didn't give me the first down. Are you kidding me? And easy money. So we'll get the extra point, and then we're going to show you. So that's all been pass two. Nothing but pass two there. Once we kick off to the Bears, I'll show you what the defense is to call against these guys. And keep in mind, Peyton is going to be really fast here. It's going to be faster than what I would encounter in a two-player game. Okay, so the key here is called run two and be the top defensive back. It's a defensive scheme we call bunk bed defense. What happens is run two will be stopped because I called it, and the combination of run two and the top defensive back short circuits the run blocking scheme for the offense, and so Hanford-Dixon is not blocked on the run one. So hopefully they'll run the ball here. Okay, stop that play. And hopefully they will run to the top now. Yes, there we go. Not blocked, so bam. 2 run plays, 3rd and 11. Now they'll probably go to the pass here, and I'll probably pick it off if they throw it to Galt here. There we go. Picked off. The reason Hanford-Dixon's good there is that you can cut off that route immediately. I'll show you, I guess, when we go back to the Chicago's playbook. But the top receiver is the only one that goes deep. So that's the primary route you want to shut down. The underneath stuff, I'm not so worried about. Okay, let's go to pass one. This one's a little trickier. This one requires some more patience. Pass two is cake, but this one's harder. The reason pass one's trickier is the tight end goes out over the middle, and the bottom defensive end for the Bears is going to be bringing some pressure on Kozar. So right there, the D end that went into coverage, he kind of took a few steps down to the middle of the field, so I knew that the window was big enough, so I just threw it in there. First down, easy pitch and catch. And see, he did it again. So the thing with Tecmo Bowl is to know all the playbooks, and so a lot of people don't. So the tournaments that we play in, we'll usually find a guy that's really good with like one or two teams, but they're not good enough with those teams to beat us. And if we get a weird matchup, they don't have a shot because they're not familiar with the team. So it's important to become familiar with all the teams. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this run 2 and Hanford Dixon. As you see on pass 1 and pass 2, there's the one guy clear at the top that goes just a straight up an arrow. So that's Willie Gault. So the Bears actually have a pretty conservative passing playbook, so it's nothing that's very scary. So as long as you can stop the run against the Bears, you'll be in good shape, and that's what we're doing. And McMahon's gonna run. As you see there, they gained like a yard, but Walter Payton's run the ball 3 times for maybe negative yardage. So, and I only picked, of the 3 plays that Walter Payton's actually run the ball, I've only picked it once. So twice I didn't pick the play, and he still hasn't gained anything. So it's all the defensive schemes and strategies and knowing how the run blocking schemes work and picking that off. The thing with Tecmo is the game's a lot deeper. There's a lot of strategy that people don't realize. So that's what makes us really good, is we've really got this game down to a science practically. Okay, let's go back to pass 1 here. Let's see if the D-end will cover the top guy for a change. Oh, damn. That's the tricky part of the playoffs here in Tecmo Bowl, is the top outside linebacker will just occasionally blitz, which they don't do in the like 2-player games. So there's a good safe throw to Mac. I'd like to do that. Let's see, Mac is 1, 2, 3. He's 2 clicks down in progression. So it's a safe dump off pass. Dang it, stop picking my plays, fool. Okay, we'll go for it. I want to illustrate some more offense. Okay, never mind. Okay, run 2. And there we go. So I think that's 4 runs by Walter Payton. 2 of them I've picked, and he's at negative yardage. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I'll give up the dump-off pass to Payton for 6 yards all day long, and that was incomplete. Okay, there we go. 4th and 12. I'm good with that. Going for that. McMahon's going to run. No dice. Okay, let's go back to this pass 1 here. There, Kevin Mack came out of the backfield. Usually he doesn't do that. Usually he just parks down in the flat. So if you can get him to come out of the backfield like that, that's usually what Kevin Mack does. Unfortunately, that stunk because it was only 2 yards. I'm going to try to hit him on this thing. I'm going to click down to Kevin Mack, and then if the computer defender sticks in the middle of the field, I'm going to throw deep to the bottom guy. It's 1 click from Kevin Mack to the bottom guy. The bottom guy's covered. I'll throw to this guy, which is 1, 2, 3 clicks to the top, from Kevin Mack back to Ozzie Smith. That's 3 clicks. That's another thing with offense is you learn the clicks from like a primary target. So like the moment I saw, I was like, oh, this guy's covered. Let's go to Ozzie Newsome. Instinctively I already knew 1, 2, 3. That's another problem people get into is, there we go, not digging around, my horn's open. The AI on this game really blows. I wish the the guy in coverage was a little bit better, so but he's not. So let's see if we can get this to 28-0 at halftime. This is Chicago's probably one of the best teams you'll face in the game in the playoffs. So it's been relatively easy. Oh damn! Put a juke on me and snuck by. I should have had him. Oh well. Yeah, these players in the playoffs get So now they're putting a few things together. Nothing drastic though. Dang it, Peyton. There we go. Held him to 5. There we go. Hold him to 3. So there's 2 carries, 7 yards. I can live with that. I'm gonna throw up top. Come on. Dang it. That's also, if you look at what they just did, think of that if you're Chicago. That's safe, get me to cover the guy deep and then just do the safe little check down to Peyton. It's the easiest play in the game, pretty much, outside of the, your out routes and stuff to the sideline. So. Dang. Oh, I wonder if it's because his foot was out of bounds. So Peyton's run the ball quite a bit. I'm going to guess 4 or 5 times he's run the ball where I did not pick his play. And only like once out of those 4 or 5 plays did he actually gain substantial yardage. So cover this guy. There we go. On it. Let's do, I'm going to try to bang him for some big yards on pass 1, but we'll see. And I pick my play. So they're just not letting me have it. Dang it, guys. Come on, I'll pick something else. There we go. And gained what? Maybe about 15 there. Halftime. Okay, I'm going to show you one deviation here. Okay, so if I'm in a 2-player game, by this point, my opponent's going to realize that every time he calls run 2, I've called it as well, so he hasn't been able to run it. So I'm probably going to make mention of that. So at that point, what you need to do is switch down to the bottom defensive end and then go with one of your pass plays. So like pass 1. So let's see. So that'd be camp. Just come up the line. Bam. That was perfect. Camp is the bottom defensive end. He's on the backside of the run blocking scheme, so he was not blocked there. So that's why I could use a horrifically slow defender, and Walter Payton only gained 3 yards, and I didn't pick his play. So a lot of chess match going on here in 2-player games, not so much against the computer because they just ran up and see, oh, I got blocked. Oh, I got lucky though. Very lucky. That should have been a huge gain by those guys, by Peyton. Uh-oh. So. And got blocked. This time Peyton's gonna get his yards. Let's see. I deviated from my run two defense, trying some other stuff, and that's Peyton's biggest run of the game. So, well, my time's about up on my 15 minutes here, so I'm gonna pause this or stop this video, but hope that shed some light on the Cleveland-Chicago matchup, and you can do a better job next time.